What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to episode number 14 of my Rise to Fame Ultimate Team series. As you can see on the screen here guys, I'm just adding some contracts to the players. Going to just run you through the team quickly because you may have missed it, you may have missed one of the previous episodes, but if you did there will be a link in the description to the playlist. So up front I've got, at the moment I've got Wellington, and in the centre forward position I've got Enquiries. I've got Danny and Carlos Eduardo as the two cams or centre attacking midfielders, and then I've got a guy called Romulo and Denisov in the central defensive positions. At left back I've got Ansaldi, and at right back I've got Anyukov, and in the centre positions I've got Bruno Alves, is that his name? I think so, and some randy guy called Mazulo or Matazulo, something like that. And then in goal I have got Guilherme, I'm going to say it's Guilherme, yeah, it's going to be Guilherme, a Brazilian goalkeeper from the Russian league. So this Russian league team is pretty good. I do feel like I need a change, guys. I have played a hell of a lot of games with this team. I'm very further forward than where you're seeing right now. And I do feel like I need a change, but at the same time I'm enjoying playing with this team because there is a bit of pace, there is a little bit of the skills, and it's just quite easy to get through the games at the moment. As you can see by the record there, 12-2 and 9, I am not the best at this game. I'm really having a bit of a hard time with the defensive side of the things, and I'm having a hard time with taking my chances. You'll see in the games coming, like whether I win or lose, more often than not I have sort of 10 to 15 shots on target and don't really score more than 2 or 3 goals. Of course that's not true to every game, but that is the case for a lot of it. So I am really having a hard time with Ultimate Team, and I don't know whether or not I think this is a good thing or a bad thing. So with the Ultimate Team seasons, you've got 5 divisions, and for the life of me I can't understand why they've done what they've done with Division 1. So if you win Division 2 guys, you get 10,000 coin bonus for winning Division 2. If you actually make it into Division 1 and win Division 1, you only get 8,000 coins for winning it. So it would benefit people to be in Division 2 rather than Division 1, which I don't think makes much sense. And of course you will be coming up against easier opponents. Now I just want to talk a little bit about some issues that some people are having that I think won't be an issue in the near future, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about some issues that I'm having with the game that I think will be an issue going forwards. So one of the first issues that people are having is the matchmaking. Now I've spoke to one of the Ultimate Team developers when I was in Gamescom in Germany about a month ago, and he told me that the matchmaking is based on pretty much your record. So if you've got an average record, you're going to come up against other people with other average records. If you've got a very good record, you're going to come up against people with other very good records. And if you've got a bad record, you're going to come up against people with other bad records. Now, of course, that is not an exact science, but that's kind of how they're going to be basing it. So at this current stage in FIFA, because the game is very new, it's only 4 or 5 days old, a lot of people will only have like less than probably 20 or 30 games played. Obviously, you have the odd person that's a hardcore fan will have 100, 200, 300 games played. But in general, guys, the amount of games that you played is going to be very low. So I think that the opportunity of you coming up against, you know, if you've got a 10 and 20 record, the opportunity of you coming up against someone with a 20 and 10 record is very high. As the game goes further, that was a lovely goal by the way, as the game goes further, I've got Martins in this team anyway, not even Enquiries. Jesus, I'm far behind. As the game goes further and people's records kind of consolidate themselves a bit more, and you really kind of fall into a pattern of whether or not you're going to be winning or you're going to be losing, I think you'll find that you'll start getting matched up against people that are more on your level and less kind of wide experience with the whole thing. And I don't think the whole bronze, silver and gold thing, I'm not sure whether or not they take that into account when matching up with people. But I know the primary factor is definitely the fact of your record and your ability rather than your actual team rating. So that could be quite interesting going forwards, but I think that problem that a lot of people are having will subside in the future as soon as more and more games are played. One of the other problems that a lot of people seem to be having is getting coins, basically. It's an age-old problem. It's been in Ultimate Team since back in the day, and I don't really have too many coin-making tips because I'm not a trader. I trade sometimes at the start of FIFA's, but this time around I haven't traded at the start of FIFA. I've just got straight into playing, and I wanted to see what I could do without trading and what I could do with playing instead. And in my opinion, guys, one of the best ways to make coins this time around is to play the head-to-head seasons. The way they've done it this time, they offer you great rewards. Even if you just stay in the division, you'll end up getting 3,000 or 4,000 coins just for a 10-game boost, for a 10-game session. And of course, you also get the games for the coins. So you can easily make in 10 games anywhere between sort of 15 and 25,000 coins just for the pleasure of playing the game. And then of course, you know, if you do buy and sell players and trade, then you're going to make yourself a few more coins. I'm just going to give you guys a little tip here that I think will be very worthwhile in the future. I said it in another video, but as I'm talking about coin making, I'm going to say it again right now. Go and buy yourself as many consumables you can for as cheap price. I'm talking about formation cards and contracts. You can get formation cards like the 5-2-1-2 or the 5-3-2 or the 3-5-2 or anything pretty much for 150 coins. I've had about 10 formation cards in my trade pile listed for a good 8 to 10 hours now, like just going time and time again for a 150 start price and a 200 bin, and they're not getting bought, and that's just because of the sheer number of packs that have been opened. Now in the back end of FIFA 12, those consumables, the 5-2-1-2 for example, was worth about 1,000 coins. So you know, if you go and buy yourself 10 for 150 coins, in a month or so time you'll be able to sell those on and, you know, get yourself 10,000 coins back. So you make a heavy profit on that. Now you might think that that's a bit of a long time to wait for that sort of amount of coins, and maybe for you it is, but for people that definitely like to improve their, that was another lovely goal by the way, like to improve their trade profit and like to have some coins in the bank, then I do think that this is a safe trading method. And the same with contracts. You know, you can get them for like 200 to 250 right now. They will eventually go up to 600 or 700, and everybody will be able to make some tidy coins. Now you might be thinking, I haven't got enough space in my trade pile or in my consumables pile. You can save that issue, guys, by going to the EA Sports FC section, where you can go to the Ultimate Team bit and you can actually buy extra space in your trade pile and in your consumables pile. Now if you guys don't know how to do this, or if you'd like an explanation video on this, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll make a video explaining exactly how you can do this, where you can do it, and what benefits it has for you. So those are the things I think people are most struggling with, and now I'm going to talk to you about the things that I'm most struggling with. One of the biggest things that I'm struggling with is that there's this little feature in the game, and it's an auto slide feature where basically if a ball goes past one of your players, your player will just automatically slide to try and intercept it. And this really bothers me, because so many times I don't want to slide, I just want to be able to take the player and run back to the defence. That guy scored a really nice goal there with Chamberlain. I want to be able to keep hold of the player, keep him on his feet, and just run back to keep up with the man instead of trying to intercept the ball. But he tries to intercept the ball, and I've conceded so many goals because of this silly little feature that I don't know why they would have put in there. So that was pretty annoying. And I don't think that feature should be in there. And the other annoying thing for me, which I use and I have used against me, it's one of those things that you know, when it happens against you, you complain, and when it happens for you, you're completely oblivious you're even doing it. But the chip through balls for me just are way overpowered. They're super hard to defend, and it's at the point of ruining Ultimate Team for me. Like I'm enjoying playing FIFA and I'm enjoying the new FIFA, but I'm really not enjoying certain aspects of the gameplay. But you know, who knows what will happen. I found myself an NepentheZ as well there for 4,500 coins. I thought that was a pretty sweet deal. Got him in the right position and right formation. So we take out Obafemi Martins and put in NepentheZ. And just now, to correct myself at the start of the video, I now have NepentheZ in there. So yeah, so with this over-the-top chip through ball, maybe it's just something I have to work on to learn how to defend it better, which is almost definitely what most of the comments about that will be. But it was one of those things that I couldn't deal with in FIFA 10, and it's one of those things that I can't deal with in FIFA 13, and I just have no idea what to do with it. So if anybody has any super defensive tricks and tips to not concede from the over-the-top through ball, please let me know, and I will be eternally grateful. So guys, this is a video for you guys that you'll be getting around 5 o'clock on Tuesday evening. I'm actually going to Ireland tomorrow. I'm going to see El De Niro. I'm going to go and meet up with Barca Boy and Phil Pot for a few beers for them, and maybe a few Cokes or Dr Peppers for myself, and have a good time in Ireland. And then I'm going to see a band called Codaline on Thursday, which should be awesome. And then I'll be back in London on Friday or Saturday. I've got a flight back on Friday and Saturday, so I haven't decided which one I'm going to take yet, but I'll be taking one of them. So in the meantime, guys, you've got 3 days now. You've got Wednesday, Thursday and Friday of scheduled uploaded videos, which means I can't really answer many of your questions in the next video. When I went to Eurogamer, I put videos on scheduled uploader for the whole 4 days that I was away, and it was 8 videos, and people were kind of like, you know, they were asking me questions video related, and then wondering why the next video didn't really have anything to do with them, any references with them or anything, and people were wondering why I had a question time in an Ultimate Team video and things, and it's just simply because, you know, I've got to record 7 commentaries right now for you guys in the space of about 2 hours, and once that's done, you know, I don't really have that much to talk about, which is a shame. But what I do want to quickly mention, guys, I mentioned in yesterday's video, I think, that my what is it called, Ruin a Randomer series will be coming back, and it will be on PlayStation 3. The reason why it's on PlayStation 3 when I previously said it would be on Xbox is because I have such a sick series idea on Xbox. I actually say this kind of thing to you guys several times about crazy good series ideas I have, and more often than not, the reason why I never do these kind of series is simply because I don't have the editing ability to do them. I score a sick goal with Carlos Eduardo there. Yeah, I pretty much don't have the editing ability to do them, but with this series idea that I've thought up this time, I definitely have the editing ability, I definitely have the time, and I think it will be a very interesting thing to do on Xbox, something that nobody has ever done before. I've searched far and wide on YouTube to try and find somebody else that's done it. Nobody done it. I got a message there from this guy, whatever his name is, 85, and that un gran hijo puta consuet says something like, "You lucky motherfucker," or something along those lines. Anyway, guys, I am getting towards the end of the video now. I used the Calfreezy quote as a message here, and this is a quote that I've taken on board and adopted as my own, because Calfreezy's got way too many of his own one-liners, and all the quote is all I see is you crying about it and me living the dream. And I'm going to tell you the story of where that quote came from in the next video, because it's absolutely hilarious. Calfreezy is one of the funniest dudes you are ever likely to meet. It's a shame that he doesn't put across his humour into his YouTube videos. Sometimes he does, but in general he's very very professional with it. But if you guys got his sense of humour in his videos, you would be absolute laughing your tits off every single time. But guys, thank you very much for watching. If you could hit that like button, it would be amazing, and I will see you next time. Cheers.